to dive into the new Dyson Airwrap Complete Long. I am unboxing it with you guys. As you can see, that's the outside of the box, and it shows all of the attachments that come with this new Complete Long set. And now let's unbox it. Oh my goodness, you guys, do you see how gorgeous that storage case is? It's like a navy blue. As always, just exquisite packaging. And there's the QR code, so you can just do that on your phone and get into the actual website of Dyson to give you all of the instructions and just anything else you want to know about the product. And it just gives you right there, you can save that packaging. I always save everything with my Dyson products, just as I would with any type of Apple product. I just feel like it's nice to have that. And then there it is, all nicely secured and packaged. I did get the copper and like titanium type color, steel gray. And it has that little foam for protection if you guys want to keep that. Again, I just keep everything. I think it's always nice to have it. And then the two barrels, you have the softer vent style brush. It is a different brush from the first one, but it still fits on your old Dyson Airwrap base if you want. And then that's the firm one. That's the one I always use. And we're going to get into all of this in just a minute. Timestamps are on the bottom. I will be demoing pretty much all of the attachments that comes with this new Dyson Airwrap Long. And then you have the two barrels nicely packaged. So there's the new Pre-styler. That's an all-in-one Pre-styler with the flyaway and kind of like blow dryer type attachment to really pre-style. You have the knobs right there. And then we have the round brush on the bottom there, same circumference size as the original. The only thing I felt was kind of different is they didn't use like the compartments like they did on the last one. I just felt like the barrels would just lay on top once I took out all the packaging. But there's the base. The base is the same length, same cord length, same everything with the base. I do feel like the motor for some reason is a little bit more powerful with this one, and I do feel like it's a little bit warmer, but that could just be all in my head. I just felt like I just had a much easier time holding curl with this one. I mean, the other one was good, but this one just outdid it in my opinion. And then I'm just showing you guys kind of the cord length right there. It's exactly the same as my old one. It's the same base, same length, everything, as you can see right there. Sorry you guys, that's absolutely disgusting, but that is the old vent brush that I came with on the other Dyson Airwrap, and they are slightly different, and I do feel like, I'll talk about it later on, it does work a lot better than the older ones in my opinion. And then those are the old barrels compared to the new barrel. Obviously with the old Airwrap Complete, they actually came with like 4 attachments because you had to switch them out, where this one only comes with 2 now. So that's the flyaway attachment for the Supersonic, and then this is the flyaway attachment for the Airwrap. So obviously it's a little bit different because the Airwrap flyaway attachment is a 2-in-1 because you're also being able to blow out and kind of pre-style your hair with that one. That's why it looks different. They both work very, very, very good. Now that's the Pre-styler versus the old Pre-styler. So I very much appreciate it, and I'll go into that and how I pre-style my hair and how long it takes in just a second. So I have all the attachments here to play with, and I did purchase this stand here on Amazon, you guys. This is by far the best stand I have found. Now Dyson has one on their website, but they currently only had like the purple ones, which would have matched my old Dyson Airwrap, and it's clear, but I found that this one was really, really good. So I will have the Amazon affiliate link on the bottom, but it has these nice little rubber stands, and you can hang it on the wall. Like there's attachments that you can do that. It's funny, I think it's called the Second Complete is how they labeled it, but you can attach it to your wall, but it does sit on the counter very nicely, and this just kind of sits in there like that, and that's how I usually keep it. So it's really nice, and it fits these attachments perfectly, and a lot of them you have to be careful, especially with the longer barrels. So this is the Dyson Airwrap Complete Long Edition. So they do have the shorter one available, I think only on their website. I think if I remember right, I'll show you right there, but Sephora only carries and Ulta only carry the longer barrels. But but you can buy this at Best Buy, you can buy it at Nordstrom. I'll have all the locations as always, but this is the Airwrap Complete 2, part 2 now, I guess. I don't know, I think they're just calling it the Airwrap Complete, but I did purchase the first one, and you can check out my demo, and I went way more into the science behind the Dyson Airwrap and the whole Coanda effect in that last video, so I will pop up that card. They don't have the original Dyson Airwrap on their website anymore, so I think it's gonna slowly trickle away, and it's probably only gonna be this new version from here on out. And I think Sephora and Ulta still have the older version because they're probably still had inventory, so you're paying the same price. I would get the new one. I would just forget about the original version. It really is, if you don't own it, it is the most spectacular device, and they just improved it. I mean, I didn't think it could get better, and it just got better. So I'm so excited. And we'll go through the pre-styler, we'll go through every single attachment, and I'm gonna demo pretty much everything but the bigger one. So we can do that on a different video. But I go through all of that. We're just gonna start from scratch when my hair was right out of the shower. But let's quickly jump into the details. So this again is the Dyson Airwrap Complete. Now this is $5.99, and I heard some people say that this is more expensive than the other one. That's not true. I paid $5.99 for my original because I got the Complete. The difference is when they first launched the Dyson Airwrap, you were able to buy like a smaller version of the attachments, like it didn't give you all of the attachments, and that was $5.49. But even I think in that last video when I talked about it, it was worth it to spend a few dollars more, $40 more or so, to get all of the attachments. It just really didn't make any sense not to do it that way. So let's talk about these new attachments. So the new Pre-styler is a new Coanda smoothing dryer multifunctional attachment that dries, smooths, and gives that whole flyaway effect that you can get from the Dyson Supersonic. And I wanted the Airwrap to have that flyaway attachment. So I am so happy that that gives you that multi-purpose effect. You'll see when I'm demoing it. It is amazing. It dried my hair so fast in under 10 minutes, you guys. The re-engineered 1.2-inch Airwrap long barrel creates loose, bouncy curls or waves for longer hair with the longer barrels, but it also worked on my medium length hair. Now you can curl in both directions with one barrel. That is like the beauty of this one. And then re-engineered 1.6, which is the bigger Airwrap long barrel, to create more voluminous curls and waves for longer hair, obviously with the longer barrel. Again, you can get the shorter one. And then there's a re-engineered soft smoothing brush, which gently aligns and smooths fine hair with increased control for straighter styles. And then you also can get the re-engineered firm smoothing brush, which smooths and shapes frizz-prone hair with increased control for straighter styles. I personally like that one better for my hair type. So just so you guys know, the ones with the colored tips, and I go into this later on in the video, are the soft smoothing brush, and the ones that just have the metal tips are just the firm. So you'll know the difference, and you'll feel the difference. Some people with very fine hair really feel the difference more than I do, but I love the firm one. I just think it smooths it the best on my hair. Then it also has the round volumizing brush, which volumizes the hair and really shapes it. I wish they would have made that brush bigger in this one, but that's okay. Hopefully one day they'll make that. It'll give us an option to buy a bigger barrel brush. But that one just felt the same to me as the old one. That wasn't really anything different. And then it comes with the filter cleaner brush, which I do recommend you always have that on hand, because that is something you really need to keep track of. And then I'll show you guys right there. Again, you can choose your model, and it comes in 3 different colors. So it has the nickel and copper, and then it has the blue and copper, and then the reverse of the nickel and copper. So you can choose, I think this is only available on their websites to choose the different colors. I think Sephora and Ulta, looks like to me, only had it in the color I got, which I love personally. The Dyson Airwrap Multi-styler harnesses an aerodynamic phenomenon called the Coanda effect. It uses air to attract and wrap the hair in the barrel or surface of the brush. Powered by Dyson Digital Motor V9, the 13-blade impeller spins up to 110,000 RPMs, generating 3.2 32 kPa, powerful enough to produce the air pressure that creates the Coanda effect. It has intelligent heat control, which measures airflow temperature over 40 times a second, intelligently controlling the heating element to prevent extreme heat damage. It has negative ions, which are charged particles in the airflow to help reduce static in the air. The key controls are airflow speed, which you will see right there. It has 3 precise airflow speeds to suit your styling, and it really just depends on which attachment you're using and your preference and what you want. Then it has the temperature control right there, which just has 3 precise heat settings. And then it has the cold shot button, which really sets and locks in the curl. It immediately deactivates the heating element for cooler air to, again, set your hair style. I love using that cool shot button. I just wanted to briefly go over those details. Again, I'm not gonna go too far into all of the science behind it because I really just wanna jump into trying this tool out for you guys. So let's start off with the Pre-styler. And again, that attachment is so incredible. I love the ease of use with this, and you can really turn the knob to decide whether or not you want to use it as like a pre-styler and dry your hair, or if you want to use it as the flyaway attachment. I really love it for both. I felt like this was a much better attachment than the original one. I just feel like this one just dried my hair so much faster. For some reason, when I first looked at it, I was like, oh, I don't know if that's gonna dry my hair as fast. And then I was like, what the heck is this thing? This is so cool. And again, I love the fact that I can turn it into that flyaway attachment. And as you can see, this just really dries my hair so effortlessly and really keeps that shine in there. I love this attachment. I really feel like it did such a spectacular job drying my hair, and it's just so easy and quick, and you can use it with your fingers or you can use it with my Tangle Teaser brush, however you want to use it, but it dries it so fast. I love that this has a much easier way of being able to control, to do the flyaway setting or to actually dry your hair. I do feel like this dries your hair much faster and better than the old previous version of the first Airwrap. Do you guys see the way that smooths my hair so beautifully? I cannot get that with the regular blow dryer. This is just the most incredible device on the market. I would buy this 10 times over. It is so worth every single penny. I used my first version every single day. This pre-styler on this second Airwrap version is 10 times better than the first version. It gives you a dual purpose of being able to dry your hair and also control those flyaways, which are extremely important for people like me who have a lot of breakage. I absolutely love it. I loved it on my Supersonic. I wished they would have brought this out for the Airwrap, and sure enough, they did. Dyson listens to the feedback, they correct it, they make it even better, and they come back with a vengeance and are like, yes, we are the Airwrap on the market that nobody can compete with, that nobody can replicate. It is just the most amazing tool you will ever use for your hair. I absolutely am obsessed with that Pre-styler. And as you can see right there on my timer, it took me less than 10 minutes to get it to this point, to this type of pretty much almost dry, which I would stop right here and just do the curls from this point on. But I'm gonna show you guys how to utilize the vent brush as well. So we are gonna use the firm, like I said, and I'm just gonna kind of show you how long it would take to smooth out my hair for that. So that's the firm brush right there. I just prefer this one for my hair type. It just, for me, smooths it the best. But if you have a sensitive scalp, I would definitely use more of the softer bristles, which have the color, the copper tips. So I'll show you right there. And what makes it different from the other one is it does kind of flip back and forth, giving you that flexibility to create more of that Coanda effect. So I'm just sectioning it off with my gold kitten. I get it from Ulta. I will link it on the bottom. What I'm doing right there is I'm making sure I really kind of run it through that middle section by really moving it up and down a little bit right there at the scalp, kind of towards the scalp is going to create that volume, and then really running it through the ends to smooth out and really kind of bend your wrist a little bit to get a little bit of that arch. Now I'm going to take down and create another little section. And making sure it doesn't have to be anything perfect. I'm just going to twist that up. This is the one tool I use the most. I use this every single time I get out of the shower, because sometimes when I don't wash my hair, it still gets a little damp, and I want to make sure it's dry, and I know this never damages my hair. At least I don't feel like it does. It smooths it. It's just the one tool that's always on my bathroom counter, and I use that one probably the absolute most. It's just my favorite thing ever from Dyson. By really working it in there and creating kind of that bevel effect, you're going to get that nice voluminous salon style blowout. That is the other section, and then I just have one more section to create. What I love is that this is not too loud either. It doesn't hurt my ears. I feel like this one, I don't know, I feel like the first one was louder for some reason. I don't know, it may make it not make any difference, but I do feel like this one feels just a little bit less intense on my ear, and it does get warmer, and I love that. So you can blow dry it like that and just really kind of make it straighter looking, but that's not going to give you very much volume. Sometimes I will do that, and then I'll go back and go underneath just to create the volume. Again, beveling it in like that is going to give you that little bit of a hook right there. I learned some of those techniques from my mom when she would blow dry my hair. I mean, we didn't have the Airwrap, but she would do that with the round brush or the vent brush when she would give me a blowout. My mom gave me the best blowouts. If you're new to my channel, my mom was a cosmetologist for almost 50 years. She unfortunately passed away, but yeah, that's some of the tricks she used to teach me when blowing out my hair. I was spoiled. I always had her there to blow out my hair, but yeah, I'm just glad I picked up some of those tricks. I just love it, you guys. I mean, that took me less than 12 minutes to complete. That's phenomenal. That is so nice, right, you guys? I think it's so much faster. So, I mean, I have a little bit thicker hair, bleached hair. It takes a little bit longer to smooth and blow dry. If you have, you know, a lot better hair condition than I do, or thinner hair, it's gonna take you even less time. I mean, it's amazing. I used to spend like 40 minutes using my regular blow dryers, so and then have to go in with a flat iron afterwards. I don't have to with this. It looks so smooth. All I would do is, at this point, probably just take some of my Way hair oil. I love this stuff, you guys. It is incredible. You just twist the little cap. I'm gonna put like just a pea-size amount, like that. Oh my gosh, the smell is, Way products, the products are just intoxicating, the smell. So nice. And it just makes your hair look so shiny. I really have been loving this oil so much, you guys. I usually use the Moroccan oil, which I really love too, or the AG, the oil, or it's like a pure argan oil, which argan oil is the best for damaged hair. It makes my hair texture feel like hair again. And I had some damaged hair to begin with. I had to prep with that K18 because this is just a miracle product. I think this is better than the Olaplex number 5. I think it's even better. It just really is treating the hair, which is amazing. And then sometimes what I like to do is just put a little bit more of my AG Firewall. It just gives a nice little shine. Or I go in, my hair is so dry, you guys, I have to. If you have very thin hair, I don't recommend doing this. But my hair is so dry that, but do you see even this one, if you're on a budget, this Moroccan or argan, yeah, Morocco OGX is just my holy grail. I can't live without that product. That really brings back the health in my hair. But do you see that? I mean, now you could just kind of back comb it. You can take like, I'll take like my Way dry shampoo. This is the super dry shampoo, the only one I really love right now besides the Tresemme one. But this one just, oh my gosh, the smell is crazy. But do you see how that gives like the volume like that? But that's just using the vent brush and the air styler and a little bit of smoothing out those flyaways. It's amazing. So let me show you, this is so easy to take off, but let me show you the round brush because that's the only one I am probably not using as much of. I wish they would come out with a bigger version. I just feel like this would be my, probably I would use this way more if there was like a bigger version of this, but I'll show you anyways. Again, these pop on so easy off and on, and then bring it back over like that and it creates a nice little oomph. Gives you that nice little beveled effect too. Smooth it out and give yourself a little bit more oomph. So I like to leave it on there a little bit and then I hit that cool shot button to really make sure you set in that curl or that little bit of a bend that you want. That's really gonna make sure it stays. That gives you like a little bit of a curl there. And you smooth it out with the end. So you could do that. I mean, it just depends on the look you're going for. I don't really do that, especially I don't want to make it look shorter. I want to make my hair look longer, but I just wanted to give you guys alternatives. All right, you guys, let's jump into the curling portion of this video, but we're gonna start off with that smaller, the 1.2. There's the 1.6. The 1.6 is better for like bigger curls, but you guys, this was just a huge improvement with this new Dyson Airwrap 2.0. I don't like to wet it too much. For me personally, I find my hair gets frizzy, so I just like to do it this way. And I just have my, it's a 10, and it's mainly water in here. I have a little bit of the conditioning in there. I am gonna spray it one more time, the sections, just to make sure we have some nice heat protection on. Beauty of the Airwrap is you don't have to really worry like you do with a regular typical curling iron. So we're gonna section this off, and you can section it however you want. I'm lazy and I like to just do one section, but I know some people like to do the smaller clips and do them all over the place. Not me. I just want it to be simple and easy. So I'm gonna take this little section right here, and I like to kind of work in smaller sections, and because it's an Airwrap and it can kind of grab the other hair, I just want to make sure that it's not gonna grab those other sections. I'm gonna wet this a little bit more, mainly just in the middle of the shaft, and then leaving the ends and the, you know, near the scalp a little bit drier. I'm gonna take my teasing brush. This is just the best brush in the world. It's my absolute favorite. I'm gonna wet that down just a little bit more. I'll have all the links in the description box. So you're gonna want to use the arrows. I mean, that's the beauty of this. We already went over that, you know, you can use the knob instead of having to switch out the barrels. So just make sure you're going in the right direction. So because we're going down that way, we wanna make sure the arrow goes that way. and then I'm gonna go at an angle this way and wrap it around, okay? And I have it on the medium power and the highest heat. Holding the end on a cool shot. And there's that perfect beach wave, see? And then I leave the ends straight like that. I don't want like a ringlet curl, so that's just my preference for this length of hair. Now, when I do my extensions, when I have my long extensions in, I actually do it the traditional way. But for my hair this length, I want to do it this way. And you can go in opposite directions. I just get lazy and do it the same direction. Oh, let's wet this a little bit. Section that off. Make sure you switch it back. Sometimes in the back it's a little bit easier to do it that way. Still get it as I knock everything over, where you can still kind of straighten out the ends yourself if you want to do that. I do recommend I just like that curl better. I just like it. It's more of like an S wave. I just find it better. All right, let's take down. And you can do as many sections as you want. You know, it just depends a lot of the time on your length and your hair. Okay. Let's wet it a little bit more. Make sure you don't wet the other parts of your hair. I typically would have done this because I'm filming and I wanted to show you guys the other way. I typically would have done this a little bit more damp. Just a little bit more. Right. Switch the arrow. I love that. It's so much easier and my curls look so much shinier than a traditional curling iron. It's crazy what a difference that is. Oh, so pretty. It looks so shiny. Oh, I can't even tell you guys. Woohoo! Switch this. It's so much easier, you guys. Oh, I don't have to switch barrels anymore. Oh, like heaven's sake. So I like it more for me. That's how I like it, just very loose like that, especially again with my length of hair. And then I'll just go back over the sections that I feel like I need it most. Towards the top, I don't even mind doing more the traditional way. Let me know, which way do you guys like it better? I like it both ways. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as it gets it curled. I'm just doing small sections because the smaller the sections, the more volume you're gonna get. So on this top section, I'm gonna do more the traditional way. just have to play with it and see what works for you guys. It is so much easier doing it in my bathroom, you guys. This is really difficult to do on camera, but I really want you guys to be able to see. I'm just gonna drive it closer to the root. Look at that. How gorgeous is that curl? Oh. All right, we're gonna go back. I kind of like the traditional way sometimes. It's just easier, but by just lifting it up like this, it makes such a huge difference when you bring the curl back down. It really gives you that volume. My mom used to teach me that with the curling iron, so that's why I started doing that, and I like it so much better, so much better. Do you see how shiny my curls look with the Airwrap compared to a traditional curling iron? It's crazy how much better it looks. I'm gonna do one more section. See that? Again, angling it up. If you don't have layers, like if you don't have a lot of breakage like me, I think it looks really cool when you can wrap it. Unfortunately, my hair is so layered right now and so much breakage from my bleach that it's just easier to do it the traditional way. I don't know what it is about this new one, but I just feel like it curls even better. Now I'm gonna switch the arrow because we're gonna go the other way now. To do the same thing I was doing with the brush, where I'm like wiggling it a little bit, and it's allowing all those little baby hairs to get in there, and it also gives that beautiful volume right there. I am telling you, if you had the Airwrap or if you have it at home and you haven't tried this technique, give it a try. It really works wonders. Again, going in at an angle, it gets it closer to the scalp too. Oh. Look at that. I wish my mom was alive when the Airwrap came out because she would have flipped over that. Do you guys see how much volume and shine I get from that? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All right. I'm taking little smaller sections just to give myself a little bit more volume. I went a little too large on my sections. Do you guys already see the volume in my hair? Gosh, goodness gracious. All right, so this one I'm actually gonna go down on. No, we'll just kind of give it more of that little S wave right there. Now, if you like a little bit of a tease, which you really don't need with this kind of hairdo, but if you're like me and you're like a Texas girl at heart, then make sure you tease first and then go in and do the curls. But yeah, that's kind of how it looks. And then you can just take your hands and just kind of just go through it a little bit. Hopefully that helped you guys out and you got some good little tips out of it. We can keep playing with it. Comment below if you want to see more tutorials with my Dyson Airwrap, maybe with my extensions, and this is just my regular hair. But I just wanted to give you guys an idea of the brand new one. I am obsessed with it. I'm so glad I purchased the brand new one. I love my old one, but this just knocked it out of the ballpark. This is way better with the different attachments. Now, if you already own the Dyson Airwrap and you're like, Kristi, I don't have $599, well, guess what? You can still switch them out and use your regular base and then just buy the new attachments. The only thing is the new attachments are not available as of yet, but they will be. Eventually they will be at Ulta and Sephora, Best Buy, Nordstrom, Dyson.com, all the different websites. I will have every single link of where it's available in the description box. As always, if you guys decide to purchase this or the attachments or anything Dyson related, I have affiliate links for basically everywhere they sell it. I love my Supersonic. I would not trade it for the world, and I love having that as an option to blow dry my hair and really get a beautiful blowout. But I have to be honest, I reach for this more than anything. It's just the one tool I reach for, like I said, every single day, and it's typically the flat brush one. And then when I curl my hair sometimes and I really want that volume, I like to use this. Sometimes the curling iron is just easier for me to do the beach waves, but I love the volume and the shine I get from the Airwrap. It just, there's nothing out there on the market that gives you that shine and that volume like Dyson does. It's absolutely beautiful, and I love the new attachments. This is just everything we wanted, was just having that convenience. It's really easy to turn and twist. There's no like, oh, it's difficult to do it. You don't have to switch out anymore. It's just so much more convenient, and I love, love, love this new pre-styler. It's so much better, so much more convenient. It dries my hair so much faster. The fact that my hair can dry in under 10 minutes is like unreal for me. Like that just doesn't happen unless I'm using my Supersonics. So I'd have to say the Airwrap is the #1 hair tool, in my opinion, ever made for hair. And I have been around hair my entire life, and that is the #1 tool I could ever recommend would be this Airwrap. It is so impeccable, you guys. It is just really amazing. So let me know if you guys decide to pick this up or if you want me to do more tutorials with it. I hope I was able to answer any questions you had, and I hope you guys enjoyed me using pretty much all the attachments except for the bigger curling iron. So I really wanted to kind of play with it more versus give you guys a ton of information, because you can check out my last video on the science and everything, the Coanda effect. I went more into that in the last video. I really wanted to keep this one more as testing out the newer version and really giving you my thoughts behind it. 150,000% of me would recommend this product over the other Dyson Airwrap, even though it's probably slowly trickling away. Anyway, I think if you don't, again, have the funds, make sure you get these new attachments because they're so incredible, you guys. I'm so excited. Let me know if you want me to review any other hair products or makeup products, anything. I just love hearing from you guys, so please comment below and let me know. If you're new here and you haven't hit that subscribe button, please remember to hit that subscribe button before you go and click that post notification bell. Join our beautiful Glam Fam. We're here every Friday and Sunday, and we'd love for you to become part of our family. Please give this video a huge thumbs up if you guys like the video when you hit the like button and when you comment below. It really does help my videos out. You can follow me at Kristi Allure on Instagram, on TikTok, Kristi Allure, and check out my merch, glamourouslifecollections.com, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys, love you.